We up in the closet, getting ready to chat about something different.
What? I don't even know. Well, I mean, I kind of know what's going on.
I don't know. I came across this, and maybe I'm one of the only people ever, and it matches up with what you said when I said it. But I saw this video, and this guy said something about if you're an empath. And I thought, what the heck is an empath?
And the first thing that I thought of was empathy. Like, you're somebody who is a very empathetic person, and I, in fact, was right.
Well, but it's...
Podcast over.
Podcast over. Thanks, guys. Good night. 40 seconds in. There's a Conor McGregor fight podcast.
That's right.
No, but when I saw the words on the screen that said empath, E-M-P-A-T-H, I've never heard anybody called an empath.
But you've heard of empathy. How did that not be the?
Yeah,
but
here's how it was. It was, but you got to understand. It said how it was something about why empaths are drawn to narcissists. So it was two different types of people, which it makes sense.
Makes perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense. But this article is 13 signs that you're an empath.
Me specifically?
Anybody listening?
Okay.
13 signs.
When you said your, I thought you meant me.
It says here, an empath is someone who is highly aware of emotions of those around them, to the point of feeling those emotions themselves. Empaths see the world differently than other people. They're keenly aware of others, their pain points, and what they need emotionally. Other people. And we're talking about strangers here. We're not talking about your significant other.
I was just getting ready to say, because I can totally be an empath with my kids and with you. Especially my kids. Like, if they're sad about a breakup or something, like, I feel that.
I agree. I feel that, too, for people that I'm close to and care about. But I think that's absolutely normal, and I don't think that makes you this. But we'll go through these and see.
Okay. Because I don't feel that deeply about... I don't know. Like, I think it's situational. Okay, so, like the Kobe Bryant thing.
Yes.
Like, yesterday, I felt so heavy for his wife. I've never had to go through that, and dear God, I hope I don't ever have to. But I did feel, I'm not saying I felt anything like she was feeling. I'm not saying that one bit. I'm just saying, but I felt heavy for her.
Sure.
Like, really, I don't even know her, but I felt heavy. And I feel heavy, like, if I see a car wreck that I think's not really good. Not that any car wreck's good, but I'm talking, it's not a fender bender. We're talking it's on its top,
somebody's
on fire. I will feel very heavy. And I don't even know these people. What are you looking for?
My water. It's gone.
Maybe this is it that I'm drinking.
Could be. Did you bring your water up?
I did, but did you write on yours?
No.
I don't know. I feel like this ice has been in this cup for a while, and I've been home longer than you.
It's yours.
It's mine now. Sure. Straw's in it.
Yeah, straw's in it. You've claimed it.
But anyway, so can it be situational?
I don't know. Why don't we go through the list and see if we get any
I thought
hints.
we were discussing number one.
Oh, number one is you take on other people's emotions as your own?
Yeah.
Had I read it? I didn't even know I'd read it yet.
Yes, you did. Am I nuts? Did you not read that? I said, and you said, and I don't think this means your significant other.
Okay. Well, I'm reading it again.
Did you, but am I crazy?
Well, I was up here then, so I think I was just reading this. Like the basic, like, dumb definition. And
no, I think you read that already. But anyway, read it again, just in case.
You take on other people's emotions as your own.
I really think you read that already.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I read it just now, and it's the number one sign that you're an empath.
Are you sure it's the number one sign, or it's just number one on the list? Like, it's the first sign.
Oh, my gosh. All right, it's the first one on the list.
You said it's the number one?
No, it's the first one on the list.
Okay, because that would make a difference. Like, it's like this is the number one. Like, if you do this, you probably are an empath. No, this is just one of 13.
We're clear now. We're clear.
This is what it's like to live with me, y'all.
This is how we banter on a regular freaking basis.
All right, we've read number one about 5 times.
This is the classic number one trait of an empath.
So it is the number one trait.
No matter what someone else near you is feeling, even if they think they aren't showing it, you're likely to pick up on it immediately. But more than that, you may actually feel the emotion as if it were your own, essentially absorbing
Ooh, so you're a witch.
Or sponging it up. So yeah, you're a witch.
You're a witch.
So basically, you could be at the DMV and feel, and they're even hiding it, right? But you can feel their emotion and you take it on as your own.
I
So
can
yesterday,
do that with my kids.
that's
it.
what you would have done. You would have taken on the emotion of Vanessa.
No, I don't take on her
Bryant.
emotion. I just hurt for her.
I know, but I'm saying the empath
Yeah,
supposedly does, which is kind of offensive if you say that.
Yeah, and I just feel like that I can do that with my kids. Like, I can be like, what's wrong? Nothing, Mom. Nope, I can tell there's something bothering you, and it's not good, you know. But for a perfect stranger at the DMV,
Nah.
And
it did say that, right? It said the people around you. It doesn't mean just the people around you that you know, or does it mean people around you?
I don't know. I just think that if it's the people around you in general, that you are a witch.
You're a
because
witch.
Nobody can do that. Because people can be like me and kind of wear, you know, what you see is what you get for the most part. I wear
That's
my
not always
emotions
true.
out. Not always true. Not at work. When I'm training, and I'm usually up, unless I know you real well and I feel comfortable enough to just put my emotions on my sleeve, my heart on my sleeve. But anyway, moving on. Whatever. I don't know about that one. I didn't make the list though. What's number 2?
Sometimes you experience sudden, overwhelming emotions that when you're in public.
I just think you're crazy.
Sometimes you experience sudden, overwhelming emotions when you're in public.
I think you're just an unstable person.
It's not just in one-on-one conversations where you sense the emotions of others. It can happen at any time when there are other people around and without warning.
They've made up a word.
So this is
they've made up
crazy.
a word. They've made up a word for people to rely on when you're having an emotional breakdown and you're losing it. And you're like, no, I'm just an empath. I'm not in fact crazy. I'm an empath. Look it up. I can lose.
This
emotions.
is the world we live in now. We soften everything.
That's what I'm saying. I can lose emotions for no reason, and you can't blame me because it's a title, and I'm an empath, so it makes it okay. And you can't call me that because then you're going to be, what are they calling it?
Canceled.
Canceled.
You're
going to be canceled?
We're canceling you. You're canceled. You're canceled. Your podcast is canceled because you're making fun of empaths.
No, I mean, like, you can't make fun of me or you'll be, what is it? I'm looking for a word. I don't even know what I'm looking for.
An asshole?
No. Like, you're not accepting me socially. It makes you what?
No, it's...
Not, what am I trying to say? Just move on. I have the word, but I don't know what I'm trying to say.
You'll come up with it eventually.
I will.
And we can throw it in the salad.
Yeah, you have to socially.
Salad.
You have to accept me socially, no matter how I am. Like you would have to accept someone who is transgender or is,
Christian.
Yeah, or anything like
homosexual
that.
Or straight.
Anything that's
could be considered controversial.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Why I'm so tired today. I can't even gather my thoughts. But like, it's like you have to accept me, or else the people will be mad at you. Is what I'm trying to say.
The people, the woke people, right? We're not woke.
Yeah,
we're not woke.
Right. I'm identifying as an empath. Therefore, I can do whatever I want with my emotions.
I can throw this fit at Kroger in the middle of an aisle,
reason.
Throwing stuff in the floor, rolling around, screaming like Will Ferrell in the freaking Anchorman in the phone booth.
Ow. Exactly. All right, move on. Sorry, I'm really talking all over myself tonight.
All right, number 3, the vibe of the room. No. Number 3 is the vibe of a room matters to you a lot. Perhaps unsurprisingly, empaths are extremely sensitive to the feel or atmosphere of their surroundings. When surrounded by peace and calm, they flourish because they take on those qualities internally themselves. For the same reason, places of beauty can be transformative for empaths whenever it's a quiet garden, a lovely bedroom, like ours.
Yeah, I was getting ready
it.
to say that. Like, I can feel that. I get that. I am a vibe kind of person.
Likewise, chaotic and depressing environments will quickly pull the energy out of an empath.
Yeah, I maybe I'm like that because, like, our room has to have a certain vibe, and I don't care what people think about it. Like, you either gonna like the lights that we strung up in our room, the outside lights, or you're not. But I like them, and they're in my room, and I like the way it's lit. I am a light person. I like candles. I like ambiance, right? And I don't like chaotic places.
No.
Like clubs, I get nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Even sporting events, like I get a little bit nervous. You know what I mean? I don't even like hard rock music. Like when they play it in
You
the
sound so old.
when they play it. No, I like rap and stuff, but I don't like the angry music where they're like, ah!
Yeah, it's a little
that,
intense.
that was really bad. But
That
do you
was
know what I
intense.
mean? Like I feel like,
Sounded like it.
it's aggressive.
Yeah, it creates a little anxiety.
Like who would be an artist? Like Korn? Is that right? Korn?
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah, that was a band.
Right, like they're kind of
Just a
screaming music.
headbanging band like Iron Maiden or.
So if that was playing in a room, I would feel very emotional, and not in a good kind of way.
I told people tonight. I told people about because we had the lights in the room at the after hour thing I was at, like our room, and I go, this is like my bedroom, and one of the people said, "What do you have, a barn theme?" And I was like,
Barn theme?
"A barn theme? What are you talking about? A barn? No, it's not a barn thing. It's a romantic theme." She's like, "No, the barn thing. It's really big now in Kentucky. Isn't it big over here? Like people are like doing all these weddings and
Yeah, weddings in a
showers
barn.
and stuff. Like they do these."
Yeah, it's popular here.
Pop-up barns, and they put all those lights in it. They're real pretty. She's like, I wasn't offending you, or trying to offend you.
Well, my room's not
I was like,
necessarily.
it's not a barn, it's a trailer. Get it straight, woman. We're going for the trailer
A couple
park
people on
look.
TikTok said it was a trailer park room, but it's definitely not. You got to remember.
Our room is nice. It's
These
nice. Listen,
13-year-olds talking.
our room is nice.
Anyway, moving on. It's not very decorated, other than
It's
the lights.
not. We don't have much on the walls.
Few candles, but oh well.
But we don't
anyway.
care. We don't care what you think.
We have a bed.
We like it.
We have a bed. We have a couch. We have two end tables, a coffee table, a big old TV, and a table that we use as a bar, and a tiny desk. What else do you need?
You don't need anything. You know what the
Jeez.
number one thing is, though, about our room? Is that you like it and you are happy.
Yeah, because it's my freaking bedroom.
That's right. As long as you are happy and you like it,
Well, and you
I
too.
love it, and I'll be happy.
You too. You have a say as well.
I do have a say.
I don't care what anybody else says about my bedroom
That's
or
right.
my house.
Get
for
out
that
our
matter.
face, yo.
Anyway. What
All right, number
are we on?
4.
Okay.
You understand where people are coming from. Empath expert. There's an empath expert.
Of course there is. There's an expert for everything.
And her name is Dr. Judy Orloff. She explains that this is the core trait of an empath, even more so than absorbing the emotions of others. After all, empaths can learn not to absorb emotions as much.
Oh my gosh, this is
And some
exhausting.
empathies rarely absorb them at all. But all empaths are able to intuitively sense what someone is trying to express, even when they're having a hard time getting
Now,
it out.
how in the world do you study this? How in the world? I'm reading upside down, but let me see this phone.
The university have
How
created
do you
stuff for...
understand? How do you know if someone completely understands where somebody's coming from just because they say they do? I can sit here and say, "Oh, I know where you're coming from," and inside I'm like, "You're a stupid idiot. You are wrong. That is not." How do you know, beyond the shadow of a doubt, any of this? How do you know that? How do you know, number one, that the person is taking on other people's emotion as their own just because they say they are?
Look, people, Ange has been up since 3.
I
and
mean,
it's
I can sit here-
8 something right now, so she might seem a little cranky.
I'm just saying, how do you know, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that, yeah, that person understands where that person's coming from?
You can't.
That's what I'm saying. So, I'm sorry, Dr. Judith Orloff. I don't believe you.
These universities have they make so much money on giving out degrees for everything.
I know.
It's like you can come to school here and get a degree in that
I don't,
if you pay us $40,000 a year,
we have an empath track.
$100,000 a year.
But no, for real though, how would you know that somebody?
Have an empath track.
How do you know? I'm a minor in empath. How do you know that someone knows that? Just please tell me. I'm such a I am a very
I like it when you get skeptical.
skeptical person because you can't, in fact, know that.
No, you can't in fact know it at all.
Yeah, I can sit here and say I know exactly where you're coming from. I know how you feel. I can understand where you're coming from. Those are mere words.
This stuff is witchery. This is witchcraft, and they drowned people at the Salem witch trials for this.
Well, and they make people think that they're a certain type of way. Yeah, I'm all that. So now I'm going to label myself as an empath.
I am, next time I get really, like, out of control in the car and I'm cursing people out and stuff, I'm just going to be like, I'm an empath. Even though it doesn't really make sense. Yeah. But it's a good time.
It doesn't, because if you wouldn't go off on people in the car because you would know exactly where they're coming from, so you couldn't get mad at them.
Oh, their dog died today. That's why they're backing out of their space so slow and sobbing.
Yeah, I'm so confused. But
I would absorb their...
You would absorb it, and you would understand exactly where they're coming from.
Without them telling me.
Right. It's crazy. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Gosh, this is so funny.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be so skeptical and Debbie Downer, but it's impossible to know exactly.
Number 5, people turn to you for advice.
That's just called being a good friend.
With such insight, empaths are frequently sought out by their friend for advice, support, and encouragement. It helps that empaths also tend to be good listeners and will often patiently wait for someone to say what they need to say and then respond from the heart.
Listen, that's just a good freaking friend, okay? That's a good friend. That's all that is.
This is fun.
I go to certain people, and tell them things because I trust them and because they're my friend.
Wait, do they respond after you're done, and do they respond from their heart?
Sometimes they respond after I'm done. Sometimes they interject in the middle whenever it's necessary. And I'd like to think they respond from the heart.
They're empaths.
But maybe they respond from their head and well thought. I go to some people to if I want response from the heart, I'll go to some people. If I want a reasonable, like, you're thinking it through, you're not telling me what I want to hear, you're really thinking it through with your head, not your heart, I'll go to other people. Do you know what I'm saying?
You mean if someone's being honest with you?
Right. If I want somebody to empathize with me, I'll go to my empath friends who's like feeling it from the heart, like, oh, Angie. Or I go to some people and be like, listen to the situation and be like, you're an idiot, Angie. Like, no. This is you got to see this, right? You know
you need both in your life.
Anyway, you need a fluffer and you need a tweaker.
I want both of those at
They'll
one
fluff
time.
you, and someone will tweak your attitude.
Oh, attitude.
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody. Sometimes I want fluffed. Like, yes, you're
too.
right. Let me give you a hug and a pat on the back. And sometimes I need tweaked, like hit in the face. Like, hey, listen, look what you're doing.
Yes. Sometimes I do them at the wrong time.
And at the wrong area.
Eh?
And I was going with another. I'm used to you going sexual with it.
Well, I was.
You're off the hook. You got through a podcast.
That's true. Tweak me and fluff me.
All right, what's the next one?
Tragic or violent events on TV can completely incapacitate you.
I can see that completely, though. But I just said yesterday, I was down. I felt that, but I don't know them. You know what I'm saying? And that's
you feel it through your entire being, like it says here.
Oh, I didn't let you read on because I'm not an empath. I interrupt all the time.
You're an interrupt.
I'm an interrupt.
We're gonna do that one next.
I'm really not, though.
No, you really aren't. You're a good listener.
I really am. You've told me that I'm the driver, so I'm driving.
You're the driver, but I'm driving tonight.
Oh, so shut up, Angie.
No. I'm counting on you continuing to be sarcastic and skeptical.
Okay. Read what this means. I'm sorry.
But it's funny how you start out going, oh, I can see that. But then you rip it apart like 30 seconds later.
Maybe I am an empath. I can see where you're coming from. But
yeah. If you're an empath, it doesn't matter that a horrible event isn't happening to you. You still feel it through your entire being. You may seem to live through the pain or loss of the event yourself, even if you're thousands of miles away, or indeed, even if it's a fictional event in a show.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay.
That's another
trait
for someone that might need medication.
I can kind of see some of this because I'm kind of like it. I can't watch hospital shows on TV. They stress me out. It makes me worry and it makes me stressed. I don't want to watch that kind of stuff. I don't want to watch somebody die on TV, even if it's not real. When the girls used to watch ER. Is it ER? Is it?
No,
No,
ER was
no, not ER. What's the other?
the
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy. You can't say that. Grey's Anatomy.
Um,
And they would get me to watch it, and they say, "Mom, you do know that this is just a show, and
then why are you crying,
this-
girls?
this
It's
is
just a show.
This is not really happening." And I feel it though, because it can happen to some people, and I do get sad, like I said, when I see car wrecks or when I see somebody die, or these people who read the obituary for fun.
Isn't that weird?
Yes, I'm just seeing if it's any of my friends. That's what the older people say. That's just depressing.
I think they
and
get mere though when
I
they
don't
get
know.
older.
I think
Older
people probably don't know what
like
that means, but so I can kind of see that one a little bit, but through my entire being, it's a little dramatic.
where they're saying it's like it happened to you in your life.
Yeah, no, it's not like
that yesterday, that made me sick.
Oh gosh,
It
yeah, and
made
I
me
still
sick.
obviously don't like it, but
And
it's
it makes
devastating.
me sad.
Right.
But not to the point where I feel like
You're not crying and
and lost
mourning
somebody.
and you know
Like
what I mean.
Yeah.
Taking off work, which probably
Right.
some people did, but
This now I gotta know what this is. It says here, empaths like HSPs may not do well watching violence or human tragedy.
Let me look that up.
What's HSPs?
We
Now I'm
need-
lost.
Hold on. Somebody commented on my TikTok video. I need to see if somebody's being mean to me.
Squirrel.
That's more important. Okay, that's hot, he said. Okay, that's nice. Thank you. What am I looking up?
HSPs.
HSP.
HSPs. HSP.
HSP. We need a Googler. Oh. I can't even say it. I see why they call it HSP, because it's called... I honestly don't know. It's rare. That's what it says. It's a disorder causing... What? That can't be. No, this is talking about rashes.
Then do HSP apostrophe S.
It's a disease involving inflammation of the small blood vessels.
No. Do HSPs apostrophe S.
HSP apostrophe S. There's so many medical things it could be. A highly sensitive person.
Oh, how did
got a
we not figure
winner.
that out?
Highly sensitive person. Is anyone raising a highly sensitive child? That's not what I'm saying. Okay. I just wanted to know, is HSP a disorder? It's not a condition, it's a disorder or a diagnosis. It's a neutral trait that evolved in 20% of human population and many non-human species as well, because it's a survival advantage in some situations and not others, whatever. Highly sensitive. Anyway, that's what it is. A highly sensitive person. Anyway, go ahead.
All right.
Now I want to know if I'm highly sensitive. There's a quiz. We can do that another day.
Yeah, save that.
Save it for another day, because I think I might
Make
be.
sure, keep that website, whatever.
All right, I'm sorry.
This
go
one
ahead.
this is going to rule you out, Ange.
Yes.
Well, no, not really, because it says or. Okay, you can't contain your love of pets, animals, or babies.
Oh, I love babies.
See, that's yep. You're an empath.
No, I don't like
I
animals.
just said babies. It said or babies. It said pets, animals, or babies.
Okay, so not all three.
Not all three.
One or the other, or
One
a
or the other,
combination.
or a combination of all three.
I do love meeting some babies.
You know what I've noticed about people that don't have kids that are older, that never had kids but are older, like say they're people your parents' age or my parents' age,
What?
or younger, or even 40s, 50s, whatever, and they never had kids.
Tell us, we want to know.
They're annoyed with kids, but they're psychos about pets.
Yeah.
I know several people like this, that they never had kids,
Oh, well,
and they love their animals like they're their kids. Like they have pictures of their animals.
Well, that makes sense though.
But they
'cause
don't
everybody
like
wants.
kids. They're
I
annoyed
know,
that
but
you have kids, and you don't really. They can't relate to you.
because you can't put kids in a crate or a cage. And, you know what I mean? You got to actually take care. I mean, what are you talking
can't?
about? You shouldn't. That's probably not advisable.
That's true. It probably is not.
But I think everybody has a natural
But
natural
what I'm
instinct
saying
to
is
want to be
that
to
some of those
parent.
people seem like the opposite of you. Okay, like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you're annoyed with dogs and cats, and you could do without them. You have you could care less if those are gone tomorrow. I think that's
don't
how
want them to-
people
no,
think
but
about kids.
I don't want them to be hurt or injured or die. Like I don't like my dogs. I just lost a lot of people right there. I don't. I'm not an animal person. However,
You're not mean to
hear me
them.
out. Absolutely
It's
not.
just like they're invisible to you.
Yeah, I just am not gonna, like, if I go over to a friend's house and they have a dog, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's a dog. Like, you know, when people bring their dog to, like, the carpool line when you walk up to the kids and they're carrying a little puppy, I'm like, oh, cute. But everybody's like, how is he the puppy? How is he the puppy? I'm just like, yeah, it's a puppy, right? I'm not gonna be mean to the puppy, right? I'm not going to be mean to our dogs. I feed them. I take care of them. Well, I don't take care of them. Everybody else takes care of them. But I mean, if I needed to, I would. I don't want them hurt. I would be sad if they were sick. If I walked down stairs right now, one of them was unfortunately keeled over, I would cry. I cried when our dog died.
Yes, you did.
I mean, I do care, but I don't need them. So if something happened to our dogs right now,
it would be very
I
sad.
would mourn for a little bit, but I don't need to go get another one. I'm good.
I am too.
I just do it for the kids. Please don't get it twisted. I'm not a mean person. I just don't care. Need to have. I don't need to have animals. And maybe these people don't need to have kids, but they would never hurt a kid.
No, they do. I'm saying it's the same way,
Right.
it seems like.
I felt like I needed to dig myself out of a hole. I felt like I dug myself in a hole with some people.
You did, and you're not getting out.
Like, Angie's a bitch. Sorry.
Okay, number 8. You might feel people's physical illnesses too.
Oh, gosh.
Not just their emotions.
Come on.
This
Crap.
This is Benny Hinn. Remember Benny Hinn?
Yeah. Benny Hinn.
Wasn't it Benny Hinn,
Oh,
the preacher that healed people?
Well, he healed people, but that's not what that's saying.
True.
Anyway, read a little bit more because I just interrupted again.
When someone is sick or injured, you might even go so far as to feel their ailments as if it is your own. This doesn't just mean feeling symptoms or concern for them, but having actual physical sensations like pain, tightness, or soreness in the same areas of the body.
Now, twins, I think, can do that. I've heard about twins doing that. But as a person, no, I think you're just trying to get some attention. I feel your pain, literally. You just had a heart attack. I think I'm having a heart attack. You know, you also hear when women are pregnant that the men kind of take on some of the heartburn and stuff like that. I don't buy that either. You just want some attention.
I got sick when you were in pain, but I didn't feel your pain.
Totally
that was
different.
just sympathy sickness.
You were sympathy sick. You were a HSP at that time.
I was
You
an
were highly
HSP.
sensitive.
I wish
But I was in a lot of pain with Brooke. A whole lot of different type of level of pain with Brooke. But you weren't saying you felt that pain. You were just sick because you were seeing me in pain. That's different.
See, somebody in that kind of pain that you care about makes it. I've never experienced that. It made me physically ill. Like,
right, but it didn't make you feel what I was feeling.
No.
This is saying, like, I'm having labor pain. My epidural no longer works, so says the doctor. So I'm feeling everything. And you're saying that you're having those same types of pain. That's bull crap.
I would never say that.
I know you wouldn't.
But you know what this is? You know what this one is?
Bull crap.
It's the one-upper is what it is.
Yes, it's the one-upper.
It's the one-upper.
Yeah.
You're not an empath. You're a one-upper. Oh, your knee hurts? My knee hurts.
I hate one-uppers.
Oh my gosh, my knee hurts so much worse than your knee.
So crazy. Anyway, this is a bunch of BS if you ask me, but go ahead. Where'd you find this? Don't even tell me Twitter.
Look at the name of the freaking the website I'm on.
What is it?
HighlySensitiveRefuge.com.
Oh, well, then we could have figured that out. But where did you find this?
I think it was on TikTok. Some guy, one of those
Twitter or
counselors.
TikTok? If you get your information for Twitter or TikTok again and bring it
It's
onto the podcast,
interesting,
I'm going
though.
to knock you over the head
But
with
this
it.
is interesting. And it's
interesting, but it's bull crap.
certainly created a fun conversation for
Well,
people
it
to
has,
listen to.
But none of this I can even think is factual. But let's continue with this.
This is a
fantasy.
real thing. The people
It is
live...
not a real thing.
No, but it is.
It is not.
If you can touch it and see it and feel it.
Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me right now.
People live like this. People are crazy. They think it's real. I don't think it's real.
You know why they think it's real? Because stupid people like this write articles. So they think, oh, that's me. Yeah, that's me.
I'm an empath.
And then they're going to go tell their kids and their grandkids, all this years I thought I was crazy. I'm just an empath.
All right, here we go. Can we get to number 9?
Yep, please
You
do.
can become overwhelmed in intimate relationships. Relationships can be challenging for everyone, but imagine how much bigger those challenges are when you can sense
Oh.
every little mood
I'm done.
irritation.
I think I'm done. I think I'm leaving this podcast. This is a bunch of stupid stuff.
So when I get sensitive now, I'm just going to say, Angie, I'm an empath. You can't get mad at me. I'm an empath. I cannot help but feel everything about you.
I don't even know what to say right now. I don't even know what to say about this bullcrap right now.
And positive emotions can also become overwhelming, as if relationships may engulf you. Sound familiar? Question mark.
My gosh, this is a crazy person writing an article about themselves to make themselves feel better. That's all this is.
Oh, this is great.
I'm sorry, I'm so frustrated.
Number 10.
Oh, I can't
I'm
wait.
trying to crush through these for you
Please
so you can get to your
dear
wine.
Lord, I need it.
You're a walking lie detector.
I'm so done with this.
I knew
so
you would
done.
love this.
I'm so done.
Sure, there probably have been times when someone successfully deceives you, but even then, you knew you were going against your gut instinct from the start.
You know what? No, we don't need to lie to
So
Jeff.
now,
Let's just go get Jeff because he's an empath. He can tell you.
no, an empath is never wrong, obviously. Not a
Oh.
lie detector, it's just you're never wrong.
Oh my gosh.
I've been that. I've been that guy.
I knew they were lying, but I didn't want to tell them because I can see where they're coming from, is what this article is saying. You're a freaking crazy lunatic. I'm sorry.
I love getting you riled up.
I'm sorry.
Podcast.
I can't wait for the
What
next
is
one.
this?
Oh, please read it. I can't wait.
Number 11.
Oh, go ahead.
You can't understand why any leader wouldn't put their teams first.
Put their what first?
Team.
What does that mean?
Hold on, I'm going to read because I have no idea.
This person is high. This person is high as a kite when they're writing.
We
this
should have got
article.
high when we did this.
Maybe I could have been more empathetic with this article if I were.
Yeah, we're definitely not empaths. You're ripping this
I'm
apart.
so confused.
There are plenty of managers and group organizers who simply don't pay attention to their team's needs. If you're an empath, this isn't just rude or annoying. It's a failure of leadership.
Oh, this is bullcrap.
Partly this is because empaths can make excellent leaders themselves, listening to their team and uniting people around shared goals.
I can't even say the word with I can't. Just please get a number 12 before I lose my crap.
12. You have a calming effect on other people and the power to heal them.
Oh my gosh.
It's true. Just as people seek out empaths for advice, they also just feel more at peace in an empath's presence. In fact, people often unwittingly seek out their most empathetic friends during difficult times.
Listen.
Duh.
No, I mean, there are people, I will say, in all seriousness, there are people that I'm around sometimes, or I can think of some people right now who I'm like, I do feel more at peace when I'm with you, but not because of they can heal me, but because they're just, that's the aura they put off, right?
Right.
I think everybody puts off an aura. Am I saying that word right?
Right, yeah.
And some people come off abrasive and you just immediately get tense around, or some people are just quiet and like introverted, so you might be uncomfortable.
Judgmental.
Yeah, judgmental people, but I think there are a calming people. And I'm like, oh
people.
gosh, you're a breath of fresh air. Like
wanna be a
I feel
calming
so
person.
calm around you. I think you are.
I can be.
You can also be
You're
a butthole.
You're a calming person.
No, I
too.
can be, but I also can be like I'm being right now.
Yeah, but you can be really calming.
I'm just worked up
Like
right
if I
now.
have problems and I come and talk to you about them, you're
Oh,
very
well,
calming
sure, yeah.
and empathetic.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the time.
I'm not an
Which-
empath by all means.
Which we've talked
I can't
about.
heal
If
you.
we want to tie it to relationships, empathy is one of the hugest things to a successful relationship.
I think I'm a very empathetic person, but not to
you
this
are.
level.
I think that we both are, and I think that's why we are together and we stay together, because we're empathetic even when things you might not agree
Yeah.
with the way you're feeling about something. I think it might be, I don't feel that way, but I can at least empathize with you and see why
Yeah,
you
sure.
feel the way you feel.
And it might take a while to get to that. We might have a fight
you
before
have
we
some
get
fights
to
and-
where, okay, now I can kind of see where, because if it's, if you're coming at me, I'm not immediately going to be like, oh, I can see where he's coming from. I will
Never.
eventually. We'll
Right.
fight about it and be like, oh, I can see where you're coming from now.
Right.
I understand now, but yeah. Anyway, please say we're on the last
13.
one. Is this the last one?
13, yes.
Oh, praise the Lord.
You cannot see someone in pain without wanting to help.
Well, I mean,
That sounds like that's a passive aggressive trait too.
No,
Not
I
passive
mean,
aggressive. I'm sorry. That's a what did we talk about recently?
I don't know, but that sounds like a nice human being. I mean, if I saw someone in pain, I would definitely want to help them. Are you serious right now?
Well, it depends on what you're talking about in pain. You mean somebody crying
If I see
that you don't
anybody in
know,
pain-
you're going to stop and talk to them?
I have.
You're an
downtown.
empath.
No, I have in Atlanta that one time. Remember? Yes, if I see somebody in pain, if I see a stranger crying, I would be inclined to say, "Are you okay?" At least if there was a lady,
I think that's just when you-
or
the
there was
codependent
somebody
traits.
codependent. If there was somebody in line in front of me that was crying,
I would too.
I probably
Yeah,
would say, "Are
yeah.
you okay?" Like I would, or physical pain, I would definitely want to help.
Right.
Yeah, I would. I would be worried. I would be worried about that person, and I want to try to do something. And that maybe is a codependent thing
It is. It's codependent.
because
trait, I
I'd
think.
like to. I feel like I need to be needed, and we've already admitted that. And
No,
I've already,
I think we all do. I think that's what I was listening to.
Yeah, but I think there's there's a whole nother level that some
There's a
people
whole
go
crazy
on. And we already.
level.
No, I'm not crazy, but I am codependent. We already.
No, you're not crazy.
Oh.
But that's what I was listening to. I was listening to Dr. Drew, and he went in to meet this guy, and this guy's literally crazy. He lives alone, and he does a lot of crazy stuff. But they went to see him, and that's what the guy that was talking to Dr. Drew, he's like, you kicked into your codependent side, didn't you? Because Dr. Drew's like, I get codependent. He's like, yes, I wanted to help.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not supposed to help. I'm not there to help. I'm there to do this.
I
and he's
just
like,
figured.
I wanted to help this guy and help him change his life, but he didn't want help. He's not looking for help.
Yeah.
But I still saw all the problems he has and know that he needs help, and I
Yeah.
wanted to stay and help. And that's
yeah.
a codependent trait.
Well, and that's
because you need to be needed subconsciously, even. You know what I
That's-
mean? We all do, but
But I know, but I think yes, we all do. But here's an example. I've told the story before. I drive by that area where there's homeless people every single day, multiple times a day, because I go to and from the gym multiple times a day, morning, afternoon, evening, typically. Every time I drive by there, I look down there, and it breaks my heart. And I know that some of them do it to themselves. I know some of them are on drugs. I know some of them maybe are trying to
That's
get off
not-
drugs.
yeah.
I know. But let me finish. It breaks my heart to see them. I wish I could get out of the car and go talk to them and help them, but I can't safely, I'm told. Or I probably would.
you can't down in that area.
But there is some other people that I've talked to that's driven by there and be like, and had a totally different opinion on it.
Well, you know what? I don't care for that. I think that for me to sit in my my heated car
Some people do though.
and have an attitude towards people who 80% of them have mental disabilities,
Yeah,
it's not their fault.
But
all
maybe,
the time.
but maybe it's not that they're having an attitude problem with it, but it's just not even really like, oh, that's kind of sad, and like moving on.
Oh well, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I'm just saying.
But I'm not. But
No.
you're not listening to my point. My point is, I that's what it worries me because I can't do like I can't look over there. I've literally gone down the road with tears in my eyes because I can't like if I make eye contact with any of them, it's over. It's over. It makes me sad. I have to look away.
You're an empath.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying I feel their pain. I don't feel the cold. I sit in my car and I'm like, that sucks, but I sure am warm. I'm not saying, ooh, I feel how cold you are.
I'm kidding.
But
It's a joke.
I do. It makes me sad.
But yet, our cats and dogs can be starving for 4 straight days, and you just walk by them.
I gotta go now. No, because it's not my job to feed them, and I told you guys that when we
It's
got
not
them.
your job to feed the homeless.
But they're you got me on that one. You got me on that one. It's just where we're different. I feel towards humans more deeply than I feel towards animals.
I do too. I just wanted to come at you with that.
Why are you saying that? I have fed the cats before.
Oh,
Once.
look at you feeling bad.
Because somebody else does it. If you weren't here.
Hey,
No, I have to take up for myself. Your eyebrows are really crazy right now. Did you just rub your eyes? They're sticking out everywhere. I have to take up for myself. If I know that Jeff feeds the cats.
freaking cats.
Jeff's the hero. Everybody loves Jeff.
I hate the cats.
Everybody loves Jeff. Anyway.
Wow. Wow, that some angst there. Because I feed the cats. I get that.
No, I'm just saying.
You know why I feed the cats? Because if I don't, they'll destroy the whole garage. They're assholes.
Would you let me finish? That's his chore. That's what he does. He feeds the cats. If Jeff was out of town, who would feed the cats? I would. Okay? So
God
don't
bless
say.
you.
If
I
you
know,
sat here
I'm kidding
today and
with
you said,
you.
Angie, I'm done feeding the cats. If you want them to live, you feed the cats. I would feed the cats
Listen.
until we ran out of food. Then
Usually,
I don't know what happened, 'cause I don't
usually
remember
you would
about it.
understand that was a joke, but you got up at 3 a.m. for some reason, so you're taking everything to heart. It's a joke. I don't care. If I wake up tomorrow morning and those cats are gone, I will do a backflip in our kitchen. And then I will sing.
But you don't want them to be hurt. Like, you don't
I
want
didn't say anything about it getting hurt.
I know, but you don't want to see them out on the road. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just want to be like, they ran away.
I just want to know that they're gone.
Yeah.
And I don't have to feed them anymore.
I don't know.
And they're not in my stuff, and they're not dragging dead things into my garage every other day.
Well, you don't like seeing a half lizard,
No.
half mouse?
And they decapitate them.
I know. What
They're
is up
evil.
with that?
They're
they bring
evil.
their heads to us like we're some sort of king and queen who
And
wants...
then you go in the garage and the body's there and the head's off. I'm like, you guys are evil.
They are. The cats are bitches. Oh, anyway.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun. You won't see I heart my dog sticker on the back of my car. That's all I'm saying.
No, you won't. But it's okay if you do have a I heart my sticker on the back of your car.
I heart my what?
I heart my sticker.
No, it's totally fine. If you
I
love your
heart
dog,
my dog.
put it all over
sticker.
your thing. I'm just saying. I'm just making a point that
You're
like
not a dog person.
I'm not. You're not going to see I love my dog on the back of my car.
But you may see an I heart my homeless people sticker on the back of Angela's car.
You know what? I do, and if I could do anything, I would.
Well, there's got to be something you can do.
What?
I don't know. There's all kinds of organizations you can get involved in.
I am. I'm actually. Thank you. I am going to the women's recovery shelter, and I'm teaching a positive self-image, positive body image seminars twice a month.
Do not get emotionally attached to people.
I
and
probably
don't
will.
bring anybody home
I
with
may
you.
bring someone home.
No,
What?
nobody else
See,
in this
here
freaking
it is.
house.
It's like the kids bring home kittens and stuff, and I bring home people.
No more people.
I'm
No,
serious.
no.
I can't promise.
Yes, you can.
I can't promise.
You're going to promise.
Oh my, that sounded a little. But no, I am doing that, so I am going to help my community.
That's wonderful, Ange. I'm
These
proud of you.
drug addict recovering. See, I'm tired. The recovering drug addicts feel better about themselves and talk better about themselves and think better about themselves.
That's a big deal.
It is a big deal, and I'm
it's
super
something that's
excited that
needed.
they thought of me. Well, they thought of me because of my social media videos. So people who knock social media, it can help people.
It can't. Yours is very
So
inspiring.
that's what I'm doing to help, and maybe it'll roll over into the homeless shelter. I would love to. If anybody's listening and you know a way I can get involved, I know I can just go down there and serve food. I get that. I know that. But I mean, I want to go a little deeper than that. But I'm not a psychologist.
That's what he said.
Oh, and there it is. There it is. All right, are we ready to end this? Because Angie's tired and I'm talking gibberish now. And
Hey, good podcast. It was fun doing business with
I'm
you.
sorry that I was
We're
grumpy.
out. I'm going to get Ange some wine. We're going to let her settle in for the night.
And one more thing. My birthday's in 2 days.
2 days. 2 days.
In 2 days.
In the 2 days, the birthday.
Okay.